My name is John Dasher and I am the president of E2e Holdings. We created the E2e Accelerator for the last 2 years, and now we're embarking on a new journey to create a for-profit funding mechanism to increase the capital flow and velocity of early stage money for entrepreneurs in Wichita. E2e Accelerator has a 3-pronged business model, and E2e Holdings and the E2e Fund are a part of that. We offer 2 accelerator programs. One is called Launch Prep in partnership with WSU and the Center for Entrepreneurship, where we focus on mentorship for companies about ready to launch their product or service. And then we have the E2e Accelerator, which is an accelerator program for companies that have a product or service on the market and want to grow aggressively. Number one, the 3-pronged business model is somewhat unique, and not all accelerators do that. We're particularly proud of it because each individual component of it feeds and supports the other, creating financial stability in the long run. Well, I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up on an island just south of Atlantic City called Ocean City, New Jersey, and lived in Pennsylvania, South Florida, Connecticut, Delaware, San Antonio, and Northern Europe. My wife is Danish, and I spent the last 8 years in Denmark before being recruited to Wichita. I'm trained or educated as an applied physicist, and I have an MBA in finance. And other than a year as an aerospace engineer, I have been an entrepreneur and an early stage investor in startup companies ranging from material sciences, information technology, and spanning life sciences. I saw a unique opportunity here, almost a green field, to create something from the ground up that had already had community support. I wouldn't necessarily call them worst, but there is definitely a romanticism of entrepreneurship and starting a company that all the willpower in the world can't help you overcome. And those days are really physically and emotionally trying. The best days are days, for example, like yesterday. One of the entrepreneurs that we work with that went through our program with WSU, the accelerator called Launch Prep, she is a fantastic person, professional and entrepreneur. Her name is Jennifer McDonald, and she is building an urban winery from the ground up. And to see her success and her energy and see the community come together to help her make this happen and roll out her new facility, it gives you the chance to take a step back, take a step outside of yourself and enjoy the energy and enjoy the success from others than when you've made a contribution. That makes it worthwhile. 10 years from now, well, one thing I learned in the early stage business is probably don't make plans that long. 10 years or not, I would like to see the transformation of our entrepreneurial community and this city to be a lighthouse, to be a beacon that people all over the country, or the world for that matter, point to and say, that is how a community can come together and grow. And we do it based on the results of our collective work. So it's infallible. So whether that's 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, that's what I want to see. Well, I guess it's a cliche, but it's a good one, and it's well deserved that a city the size of Wichita has the benefit of having critical mass, but also having enough small town feel for people to get to know each other and build relationships, learn, grow, and utilize each other. And the focal point of that is the Chamber of Commerce. It's got a great management team. They put on absolutely wonderful events. And they're fighting for Wichita. So not only did I feel it was my obligation to join the chamber, it goes way beyond that. It's something that I'm proud to contribute to because they do such a great job looking after the interests of not just business owners and entrepreneurs, but the town as a whole. Before I moved here, and certainly probably every day after, we we heard a lot, and I've heard a lot. We all talk about the entrepreneurial culture and heritage of the city. And it's true. That was a generation ago, maybe 2 generations ago. And I think we need to rethink what we were and how we get back there again, because it has to be recreated. Now, the encouraging part is that we're already doing and taking the right steps to do that. So it's not so much of a nugget of wisdom to create something new, but to continue to make a contribution. Every individual, whether that's financial or time or advocating for your company, for your neighbors, contributing to the community, particularly the entrepreneurial community.